Alright, what's up DVW fam? So we're currently on the strip of Viva Las Vegas, baby. I usually do these hotel intros like in front of a sign of the hotel or something, or right out front, but this is the view from our room here at the Flamingo. We have a very great strip view suite here, and you can see like fountain shows over there, Bellagio, right in front of the Caesars. It's very central on the strip. So yeah guys, in this video we're gonna tour the Flamingo, show you guys our stay here for the next couple of days, and show you guys everything that the Flamingo has to offer here in Vegas. Rooms, pools, gyms, restaurants, all that good stuff. So yeah, let's tour the Flamingo. Let's go. So here's the self check-in machine. Apparently we're having some issues, depending if you're Gen Z, millennial, or just a boomer, or you just don't know how to work too much technology. It may be hard, or it may be convenient for you. Or if you're just an introvert and you don't want to deal with talking to people at the front. But generally, in my personal humble opinion, I don't like the mobile check-ins, especially when they're iffy. I believe the MGM ones have always been okay for me, the MGM Grand, but it's usually a hit or miss. The Circus one was very bad. Yeah, I'd rather just talk to a real live person and then have them get me into my room. Fast and simple, like the good old days. Man, oh man, I came to the Flamingo in 2025 this year with, a fresh slate, because I haven't been here in a while and had high hopes. Didn't want to be biased, but all of my customer service issues are just little like bumps in the road here and there with, logistics, customer service, have all came from Flamingo, because I've stayed at so many hotels, good, bad, the ugly. I rarely run into too many problems, but yeah guys, so we're pretty much tired on the road, just got here, and it is almost 5 p.m. They said check-in was at 4 here at the Caesars Flamingo, and it is almost 5. We went to the check-in kiosk over there, and they said our room is not ready yet, so we're going in line right now to wait to see what is up. But on that note, I'll also say this is a very late checkout time. Let me know guys, but I feel like latest should be like 3 or 2. It's 4, like the whole day is gone, and you're paying for the room for a reason. So check-in's at 4, I believe. Checkout is like 11 or so. So let me know if that even makes sense, because I feel like when you book a room, it should be a good 24 hours, but I guess not. You check in late and then you gotta leave early. So, but that problem is not just for the Flamingo. That's a lot of hotels. So comment down below guys if you think that's fair or not. Alrighty, so we arrived at our room here at the Flamingo. So 270A4. Let's check it out. Woo! Alright, first look of our room here at the Flamingo in 2025. Welcome to DVW Las Vegas Cribs. You guys know how we're gonna do it on a Danvers World Hotel room review. We're gonna take our first initial look around and check it out. It looks pretty big, spacious. We actually were placed in a more newer. It's better than the other tower I stayed at, which the rooms and like the vibes are a little bit older, and we have a strip view. This is a beautiful view here. So one of the best things about this room so far is, let's get on this couch, this view right here. So we're right center on the strip. You can see the Absinthe, the Fountains Hell's Kitchen. I don't know what they're breaking down over there. Let me know if you guys remember Caesar's Palace. Oh, I was about to ask if we could view the fountain show, and luckily for us, they're actually playing the fountain show right now. So we gotta crank our necks a little bit. Might get whiplash turning over here to look at that. But we got a view of the Caesar's Palace here, so that is a nice perk of this room. What's up guys? So let us check out the rest of the room. There's a safe, some hangers, doesn't look too new, kind of has like an old school feel. Mirrors, old school style architecture. This room is not too luxurious, but not too surprising, because on the DVW reviews, we're gonna judge it by its price point. So Flamingo's one of the cheaper options on the strip. I wouldn't say the cheapest. So we're gonna compare it to the likes of like Oyo, Circus, Excalibur, Luxor, the lower price ones. It looks like the wallpapers are kind of in some places almost peeling off, but it looks like they do a good enough job making everything look
somewhat intact. So this is the bed boards. Also looks like an old classic bed. I think there's little like indents on the woods. So just for looks, we're not sleeping on the wood, we're sleeping on the bed. So let's check that out. Yeah, so all around there's a lot of like wood that seems chipped. You know, some of the furniture seems ripped. Not the most impressive furniture. We got pieces of the wall ripping there. And so one thing is that it's not the most luxurious with the furniture. You can tell that it's still the classic furniture they probably used for over 10 years, 20 years. I don't know. But I guess it gives you a little nostalgic vibe because I used to come to Vegas back in the day, and a lot of hotels, you know, had this type of feel, furniture to it. A silver lining, and one thing I'd like to point out is the smell. So when I went to Oyo and Circus, even though they had, you know, some busted wallpapers, floors and all that, it had like kind of a muss, like a rusty smell to it, like a kind of like clammy. I don't know, it didn't smell great, but in this room it actually smells really good. In the hallways as well, they put a bunch of fragrances. So it smells fresh in here. It doesn't feel musty, dusty or anything like that. And the AC feels great, have it at 65. So we're like the art, there's the old school Flamingo right there. Flamingo is just one of those classic hotels right on the strip. So we're going to give them, you know, legacy points, withstanding the test of time and having, you know, those neon Flamingo lights shine whenever you're driving through the Las Vegas Boulevard. I still remember it from, you know, 10, 20 years ago. Flamingos has the vibes. Alrighty, so not the biggest restroom. Again, looks like old school vintage wallpaper. It's a regular sink as long as everything is working. Alright, but yeah, old school bathroom top, old school toilet, old school tiles and bathtubs with some slight stains on it, like from the 90s, 80s, so doesn't look too updated. You know, no fancy electronics or automatic curtains or anything like that, like maybe you'll find in the Fontainebleau or Aria. No like stand-in shower with like the glass doors, but I mean, as long as it works. Let's see. So yeah, super old school, but hey, you get what you pay for. Restroom, not too big, not too impressive. Main room, oh, so nice. Plus for the fridge, there's a little mini fridge here for us. So let's see if the drawers work. So I was at the Oyo and Circus and some of the drawers were busted. All right, so it seems like all of them work. There's good spaces to put your clothes in. So that's good. Old school TV, no HD, no plasma. Let's see if it works. We got a desk here. This is good. This is a plus. We always need a desk to do some work. No rolling chairs. Just a basic chair. A lot of like scratches on the wood marks. More art, but an A for the spaciness of this room. Because I've been to, you know, a lot of nicer rooms, even though everything is like really pristine in there. It just feels very tight and cramped. But the feng shui, the energy flows very well here. It's spacious, not cramped at all. So they get an A plus for the spaciousness of this room. Voila. Lounging at the Flamingo. I actually really like this. This is big enough for another bed. So if you guys have extra bodies here, there's more rooms. Also, the beds look pretty big, but you guys know how we're gonna do it on Dan versus World. We are going to give you a bed plushness test and jump on the bed. Let us check it out. Oh, they feel good. Yeah, I like this. Man, I just want to lay on here. Pretty tired. But yeah, nice and soft, cushiony. Kind of just sinks in a little bit. So not too springy. You know what's odd though? Both beds actually look different. This one looks like it's a different bed type. Let's try this one out. Yeah, this one's more springy. Yeah, definitely both different beds. So I actually have a Flamingo horror story from 2020. I'm still debating whether I should tell you guys or not. So if it happens again, this will be a hint, but we'll check under the beds because I've never done this before. A friend I was staying at, he just randomly started doing this and we found something not too savory, but that's a topic for another day. But yeah, underneath the beds look pretty good as well. A lot of old school cute art here.
So to wrap up our thoughts on this room, this is actually the 2 queen executive room, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive than the basic room, and I'll say it's definitely worth it, but it's also going to, you know, alter our review a little bit because we'll have to take some more things into account because it is a more expensive room, so it should be a lot better, right? But on the website, the pictures look way better on the website, so just keep that in mind. But still a pretty nice spacious room. It was about $40 more than the basic room. So the basic room was around $76. This room was $118 a night when I was checking on a weekday. We're also gonna have to judge this room by the price point compared to, you know, the rest of the hotels on the strip. So yeah, with that being said, I'll give this room a solid, drum roll please, 7 out of 10. I was gonna go down to the 6, but yeah, 7 out of 10 because a lot of the furniture and everything looks pretty old, but the pros are that it's comfortable, spacious, the AC works when you're in Vegas, and we have a great view. So yeah, on to the rest of this Flamingo tour. Let's see what they have to offer here in the Flamingo in 2025. Let's check it out.
These are the hallways of our room. It's actually not too bad for an older resort. Apparently this tower is renovated. That's what it says on my hotel room page when I bought it. This is the lobby tower. I stayed at the other tower the other time I was here. Wasn't too hot. I didn't really like it. Smells decent in here. Doesn't have like a musty odor or anything like the circus hallway, guys. There's trash on the floor. It was dusty, musty, smelly. But yeah, there's a slight parfum in the air. Yeah, not too bad for the hallways and the decor. It's still very classic, vintage, old school. It doesn't look too luxury or anything. So the good thing, for this size of a hotel, I'm impressed by how many elevators they have. Above average elevator amounts. So in theory, we don't have to wait too long. Maybe it's a big resort, who knows? Oh, so there's a Gordon Ramsay burger here. Oh, we gotta run over there to make it. Oh yeah. All right, this is the elevator. No mirrors, doesn't look like anything fancy. When I came up here, one of the elevators, these things wasn't accurate. So you really couldn't tell what floor you're on. But yeah, looks pretty old. Lobby elevators. A lot of mirrors. I mean, it's called the lobby tower for a reason. It's right at the lobby, so that's a plus for us. We don't have to walk too far, but yeah, it's where we're checking in. I noticed I've stayed and I've been around Flamingo before. The casino floor, even in the nighttime, in the dead of night, like 1, 2, even 3 a.m., it's pretty popping. It's pretty loud. There's a lot of things going on because it's right in the middle of the strip, so there's a lot of foot traffic, and it's right near the Link as well. So Link is very popular as well on the Vegas Strip, so there's always a lot of sounds, sights, a lot of things going on. I'm also going to show you the vibes, the feng shui. Oh, there's a nice little statue here. I can't really tell what it is. Like a wave. The vibes, feng shui of the casino floor, how it makes you feel, especially if you're a gambler and you're gonna be gambling on the floor. Honestly though, it kind of reminds me of the Caesars Palace casino floor. The thing about Caesars Palace is I actually like it, but it's a little bit too confusing. Like, it's so big that I don't know where I'm at. I've been to Caesars Palace so many times, I always get lost. But this one kind of reminds me of that vibe. I mean, it is a Caesar resort, and so far I'm liking it. A lot of slots. There's a cigarette smell though, so this is not gonna be like the Park M-Jam, smoke free. There is cigarette smell. Oh, so this is the burlesque show here, one of the most classic old school shows here. I heard this has been here for a while, and it's like really hard to get seats. But this is one of the main shows here, the X burlesque, often imitated, never duplicated. Show you it, but ooh, there's like a food court here, so should have some cheap eats. But it is Vegas, so everything's gonna be up in price a little bit. Auntie Anne's, Johnny Rockets. Actually, I haven't been here. Johnny Rockets stall. A lot of people love Johnny Rockets. There's a Nathan's Famous there. Bananas, New York. It's pretty average in price. I wouldn't say too much cheap eats, but it's fast food, so it could be reasonable. Like 3 tenders for $17. That's Vegas prices, guys. Hot dogs should be pretty cheap, but The cheapest one's like a $12 hot dog. But yeah, this is the food court here. So that was a lot of slots. This is the table game area. It's a little bit dimmer in here. And if you guys hear some music, that is the front of the strip right over there. But yeah, I actually like it. It's spacious. Still has the classic vintage, I was about to say Clintage. Classic vintage Vegas feel. So yeah, it's a Monday afternoon. Evening actually, it's like 7. So yeah, I think the casino floor is pretty cool. Not too musty or anything. Spacious, good spacing, energy. So I would say it's a pretty fun place for gamblers, it looks like. Easy craps. Oh, so this is like I guess their version of a center bar. It's called a Bugsy right here. So there's always a bar open in Vegas, if you didn't know that. I always kind of felt that, but someone told me that to confirm it, that there's always a bar at any point of the day, 24 hours, selling drinks. So you guys drink, you guys always get a drink at any hotel at any point of the day. So this is a Gordon Ramsay burger. I thought the only one was in the Planet Hollywood. This might be new. Wow, we might have to check this out. Oh, there it is. There's a line. So ooh, there's a Gordon Ramsay burger here. Maybe we'll check it out. The Hell's Kitchen right across the street. So from the looks of it, this looks like probably the best restaurant at the Flamingo, in my opinion. Doesn't look like there's too many restaurants here, but we're right next to the Link. There's a lot of restaurants there. The Link Shops Promenade. So no prices here, but yeah, this menu. Yeah, so for me also, a perk, not really a perk, but when you're staying here, you're in a really busy part of the strip. That's also why I was saying the casino floor and the lobby is usually very loud. It's always busy even when it's late at night. So we have the Gordon Ramsay burger right out here. I guess this is new. I didn't notice this before. Gordon Ramsay there with the fire right here at the Flamingo. This is the Flamingo right there, the burlesque show right on top. Where Flamingo's located on the strip. Yeah, it's in a pretty central area right across Caesars and Bellagio. So there's always a lot of people walking around here. And like I said, this is the classic vintage Flamingo sign and the neon lights lighting up the sky at night. It's pretty beautiful when you drive by. Like in that Nickelodeon Rugrats movie as well. Remember that scene where they're in Vegas? That's that area right here. Shoot, so Flamingo on the Vegas Strip, baby. So this is the famous Flamingo sign and Flamingo here in Viva Las Vegas. So you can't miss it when you're on the Vegas Strip. Big neon sign. This looks pretty cool. Pinky's Vanderpump. I actually haven't been here, but I heard good things about this spot. Looks like a restaurant, lounge, bar of sorts. So this is the Pinky's Vanderpump here. Let's take a little walk through here. Let's check it out. It looks pretty cool. Wow, it looks like you're in like a garden or some sort. It's very loud in here though. It looks like a bar, like you're in some type of greenhouse. Wow, it's very nice. Wow, so it's like a little restaurant. Maybe we'll eat here. But looks very classy in here. Let me know if you guys have been here before. But yeah, look at the bar. It's like almost like Flamingo theme. This is cool. Never seen this before. This spot is cool, and they're playing Kanye West. It looks really nice. And I was asking them, is this new? And they said, yeah, it opened December 2024. I have my consensus of the casino floor for somewhat of a more budget establishment on the strip, classic, vintage. It has pretty good energy. They keep it clean. As you guys can see, there's some workers right there cleaning up. And it doesn't smell too musty here, because usually in the older hotels, like maybe some of the more classic ones, like in downtown, there's like somewhat of a funk, if you guys know what I mean. There is a lot of smells of cigarettes because those smells sticks to the carpets, walls. Can't really get rid of it. But overall DVW score for this casino floor, I actually give it, for where it stands in the budget rankings, like a 9 out of 10, surprisingly. And my dad does some gambling, and he was saying that the craps are easy to win here. So that is our lobby casino floor tour. So which way to the gym, baby? So this is the spa here, aka the fitness center gym. You need a key to access it, but so let's take an initial walk around. It looks a little bit different from when I was here before. But yeah, this is it. Glad it's open right now because it's 7 p.m. Getting in nighttime workout in. But looks like there is some equipment here, like some yoga stretching mat, like some baseball bats here. I don't know what the heck this is for. I've never seen this before at a gym. Whoa, what is this for? Looks like Fred Flintstone's little bat, prehistoric bat. It's very heavy. Maybe like to swing around. So there's like a mat, some stretching area here. This is good because there's some gyms that are like so small. There's no like yoga mats for like the ladies who want to stretch, things like that. There's a scale, some cardio machines, a Aquafina vending machine. Let me see if there's a water dispenser. Bodybuilding, very classic old machines. Life Fitness, cables. It's pretty good. Different handles. What else is there? See, there's some machines, chest presses, like an ab machine, dip machine, abdominal machine. There's cables. I like it. I like that there are cables. So very bodybuilding centric, because I was at the Park MGM gym and they didn't have like too many cables, even though they had weights. It was cleaner, a little bit smaller. It was more cardio, but this one a little more bodybuilder base. So there's a lot of machines here and there, even though there's cardio machines. But as you guys can see, the space is pretty limited, but they pack it with equipment, and I actually like that. Got here, got the booty blaster machines. Oh, okay, so I was wrong. They have a water dispenser here. That is very good. So this is always welcome at a hotel gym here. One of the most important things. I guess the spa is closed. A little tip is that if you guys bring like a water jug, a cup, or anything like that, you guys get some free water to refill at most gyms. It's funny that I give that tip. I still pack a lot of water in my luggage whenever I stay in a room, because it is hot in Vegas. You guys got to stay hydrated at the hydration station, and they do have a hydration station here. So yeah, let's get our workout in. More bodybuilding machines. It's like a lap pull down. So they actually have a lot of bodybuilding machines that I don't see at a lot of hotel gyms. The only thing is that this gym is on the smaller side. But yeah, clean, not spacious, but I think we're able to get a good workout in. I have a good feeling, so let's get in. Alright, so just finished our workout here at the Flamingo gym. We're gonna rank this gym by how good the pump is. You guys rank it down below. But no, I'm just kidding, guys. I give it a solid 8 out of 10 out of the gym, because it actually looks better than I remembered it to be. It got the trick done and we had a good workout. So 8 out of 10. Like the gym here. Alright, let's go for more adventures in the Flamingo. The Flamingo hosts the famous X burlesque show, so they have some displays here. The famous show here at Flamingo, which is the Burlesque X. A workroom here. No, this is very colorful and pink. There's a lot of things in this hotel that are pink flamingo themed. Alrighty, let's check out our view here at night. Let's see if we prefer the nighttime or daytime views. And voila! This is the Vegas Strip at night, guys. Beautiful. It's a Monday night in summertime. It actually looks not too busy right now. But yeah, these are our views from our Flamingo Executive Strip View Suite. And it is pretty sweet. Look at this view. Beautiful. Vegas with all the lights, all the action. I see some people walking down there, but yeah, pretty spread out thin. Ooh, the Bellagio fountain show is going on. So that's a perk of staying here. Check it out, check it out. Nice. This is the lobby here, or the valet. Looks pretty nice with the neon lights up above. Kind of looks similar to some of the hotels, the vintage old school ones that's in downtown Vegas, but this one's on the strip. Alright, one thing about this parking lot, it's low-key a hidden gem. If you guys want great photo ops and views, because you guys can see the skyline of Vegas in a pretty unique way, almost like mid-level. But also this is one of, if not the worst, parking structure I've been a part of. As you guys can see, I'm at the very top, and consider that lucky because I've stayed here before. I think there was an overflow parking, but I didn't know at the time, and I spent like an hour one time in 2020 when I stayed here just finding spots. And even now, it's actually not a crowded day at all. It's Monday, and all the spots were taken. There were 6 levels. It's an old parking structure. It's really hard to get up and down, and we had to go up here, and luckily we found one. But yeah, I'll say it's actually the worst parking structure in a modern hotel strip hotel. I give it like an F. But yeah, guys, if you guys are commuters, make sure you keep that in mind if you're staying at the Flamingo. All right, so we are on the side of Flamingo to check out a restaurant, bar, casino. It's in the casino, has one of the best cheap beach deals on the strip, and it's like a 3-minute walk. So why not check it out if you guys are staying here at Flamingo? It's called Stage Door Casino. For their $3, quarter pound hot dog and beer, and it's right in front of us. So let's check it out. And I always see it when I drive down this road because you cannot miss all these signs displaying their deals. So it's mainly drink deals. Where on the strip can you get deals like this? So this is actually one of my favorite parts of Flamingo. Honestly, guys, I really like this part of Flamingo. They have a really huge garden, botanical area here. It's like a forest. Anyone could come hang out here, but this is where you guys can find the flamingos of the Flamingo. The spot brings back memories. I used to love walking around here, but it is one of the best garden areas, places to walk around, park in Las Vegas. So you guys can see a lot of photo ops, people taking photos. There's Flamingo Vegas there. It's like a fountain. See where the flamingos be. The hotel and casino. And there are real live flamingos here. So let's find them. So it's a habitat. Things are always changing in Vegas, so please don't tell me that they're gone. See, so it's like a zoo almost with the flamingos. We'll call it a zoo habitat. They should be right here. Maybe they're sleeping. Oh, please don't tell me that they're gone, guys, because sometimes Vegas, they change up their ways. But there's some ducks here. There's still koi fish. There's turtles. You guys can see. But where are the flamingos? Oh, I see like that crazy bird looking over there, like that prehistoric one. Wow, so there's flamingos here. Oh, there they are. So these are the famous flamingos at the Flamingo. See, they sleep with one leg. It's like they're doing like the crane, like a karate. So these are the famous flamingos at the Flamingo habitat here at the Flamingo Hotel Casino and Resort. But yeah, one of the coolest things you guys can do in the Flamingo. I really like that. Yeah, so some of these classic vintage activities are going away, like the MGM Lions, seeing like the Mirage Lion or Tiger show, but the flamingos are still here, baby. This is interesting. So I haven't seen this before. So more food options at the Flamingo. It looks like Havana 1957. Could be some Cuban food. Pretty high end. Coffee shop here. But yeah, this is the entrance to the Link Promenade, which I would consider part of the promenade or part of the Flamingo, because it is right outside of these doors here. So you're gonna get a lot of food options right downstairs from your hotel when you're staying at the Flamingo. So yeah, this is the Link Promenade lit up at night, and then this is the Flamingo exit entrance depending on where you're coming from. But yeah, when you guys are staying at the Flamingo, you get the perks of being right next to the Link as well. All right, so one of the best things you guys can do while staying at the Flamingo, I consider this as part of the Flamingo, the Link Promenade. So it's in between the Link and the Flamingo, but equally, I actually believe it's close to Flamingo because the exit to Flamingo is right there. But there's a bunch of food here, attractions. There's a big Link roller coaster. So I'll consider this part of the Flamingo. So there's not too many restaurants in Flamingo, but if you consider this part of Flamingo like I do, there's a lot of restaurants right here, and we're about to go to one for our Cheap Eats tour. So stay tuned, check out that video for a more in-depth review. But look, one of my favorite Vegas signs here. So yeah, let's check it out. This is the Link Promenade. Looks like the entrance to the Flamingo pool. There is a lot of loud music coming from here. So this is the new GO pool at the Flamingo. There's a lot of great music always being played. You have to be 21 up. And just for the first impressions, it looks pretty big. And yeah, it's pretty spacious. 21 up, if you guys see, there's a lot of music. There's a lot of like cabanas and tables. Chairs. I believe that you're gonna have to pay for some of them, the more premium one. It looks like there is that swim up bar right there. It looks like there's a bartender working it. Looks like some daiquiri machines right over there. It kind of reminds me of Cabo, Cancun. I went to one of those in Cabo. It looks like there's like a little waterfall thing right there. It looks pretty cool. And another center bar. Check this out. It looks like this little cave. It looks like there's like another pool, a jacuzzi of sorts. It's actually not a bar. The bar is still right over there. This looks pretty cool. Nice little design here. So yeah, pretty solid. All right, so this is the regular family pool, like the general pool, and it's a little bit more milder, calm, not as much music. But the pool is right next door. You kind of hear some of the music, but yeah, very colorful, very old school. It kind of looks like some Palm Spring vibes with the teals and the pinks. Flamingo Vegas, baby. But yeah, nice little family pool here. I like the color schemes. This is interesting. Looks like a little old school retro diner vibe, bar and grill where you guys get some drinks and grill food, I guess. Okay, so these are the other two pools. They're like kiddie slide pools, but they're closed on the weekdays. It's a weekday, only open on the weekend. So yeah, it's pretty much a family pool. All right, DVW fam, so we've concluded our stay here at the Flamingo in 2025. So we're just gonna wrap up some of the highlights, some of the lowlights. So when I first showed the tour, the remote was absolutely broken. Sometimes when I'm in a hotel, I just put on the TV for background noise at night or just try to see if something's on. So didn't go through the hassle to tell someone to come up and fix it. They probably would, but the remote was broken. We didn't watch TV the whole time. The parking was absolutely atrocious. If you guys are drivers, one of the worst parking garages because it's old school and there's just so many cars at all times. It just sucks going in and out. And we have a Caesar Rewards card as well, and it wasn't really working too well also. So depending on whether you like it or not, it's in the central area of the strip. So it's always like pretty noisy and there's a lot of hustle bustle downstairs. So it always makes you feel like you're part of the action. A good thing I like is it's in a pretty good location, not the most prime, but it's right in front of the Caesar shops, right next to Link. That's a great location as well, and the Planet Hollywood. So really like the location. We stay at the renovated tower, so the rooms were nicer, but I did a review about 4 or 5 years ago. My dad also went last year in the other older tower, so just beware. I heard the rooms here are not the best in the other tower, and even with this renovated room, it didn't look exactly like how it was marketed. It's not a bad room. I really like the view, so just for the room itself, I give it like a 6.97 out of 10. Oh, I really like the gym. It's 24 hours, so you can use it at any time. There is a new pool, a GO pool. Any guest could go in, but it's like there's always loud music coming out of it. Also, the elevator was pretty bad as well. It was funny because there was a guest talking to like an elevator tech, and he was like, "Oh yeah, what exactly is wrong with the elevators?" And then the tech was just laughing. He's just like, "Yeah, it's just old technology, I guess. It's just a little bit janky," even though he's trying to fix something. There's a lot of elevators, but it took a while to put the key card in. Like it would always mess up for not just me, for other guests as well. So overall, it's a pretty old hotel, but they upkeep it. It's part of Caesars. So with all of that being said, overall DVW score for my stay here, I give it a solid 6.6 out of 10. There were some highlights, also some lowlights as well. It was better than my stay 5 years ago, but yeah. So as always, if you guys like this video, please like it. Click somewhere here for more hotel and travel reviews in Vegas, because we went to a lot of hotels on the strip and we show you guys a lot of hotel reviews. And yeah, subscribe for more Danvers World content. See you guys in the next video. Deuces.